Good afternoon, Dr. DJ. Let's commence. I'd like to ask you first, what is N-Guard?
N-Guard is limonide and neem bittern product having viscous oily material and has a very peculiar bitter smell of the neem.
And how does N-Guard help in increasing the nitrogen use efficiency of nitrogenous fertilizers such as urea?
This valuable product called N-Guard is used for increasing nitrogen use efficiency of nitrogenous chemical fertilizers like urea and others. If we coat with urea, N-Guard with urea, and then the nitrogen urea is applied, it will not allow the ammonia of the nitrogenous fertilizer urea to get volatilized in the air. Similarly, when it is leaching down along with the water, so it will also stop the leaching of the ammonia in the down level of the soil, and it will not have a underground water pollution. Besides that, if we coat urea with the N-Guard and we apply, what happens is the nitrification ammonification process, as I said earlier, being done by nitrosomonas and the nitrobacters, that activity of these bacteria, these two bacteria, is being slowed down. When activity is being slowed down, automatically the ammonification and nitrification process also will be slowed down. Now this process normally is being completed in 15 to 20 days. But a long duration crop having more than 90 or 120 or 150 days duration, if we coat this urea with N-Guard, then this nitrification and ammonification process will be delayed and nitrogen will be slowly released and will be available to the crop for its growth for a longer time.
Thank you. And what would happen if the urea was not coated with N-Guard?
If urea is not coated with the N-Guard, and as such urea which is available in the market is applied by the farmers, only 33 to 35% urea is available to the crop. Now remaining quantity of 65 to even 67% gets either, as I told you earlier, evaporated in the air or being leached down in the soil or being lost by one or another ways and not available to the farm. So if we coat with the N-Guard, urea with the N-Guard, then efficiency of the nitrogen or nitrogen efficiency of the urea will be increased and it can save 25% to 30% of the urea in most of the agricultural horticulture crops. N-Guard has got several advantages, as I said earlier. Number one is it increases the fertilizer use efficiency of the urea, and thereby urea can be saved by 25 to 30%. Number two is it reduces or rather totally eliminates the evaporation of the nitrogenous gases from the urea and stop leaching of the urea in the soil or underground soil from where the roots of the crops cannot absorb the nitrogen from the urea. And number three is that nitrification and ammonification processes are being slowed down, and therefore the nitrogen from the urea it can be available to the plants for a long time, as the crop duration is more than 90 or sometimes 120, 150 days crop. It also controls the soil-borne insect pests and the nematodes. It reclamates the soils like high pH soil or I would say alkaline or saline soils, and it saves the overall economics of the farmers and increases by 35 to 40% crop yields of different crops.
And in your opinion, sir, is it harmful to the environment or does it pollute the environment in any way?
I tell you, it is a natural product. And it is a eco-friendly product, what we call eco-friendly, and it is not at all toxic or hazardous to product as such, either to the environment or to the underground water pollution, and therefore it can be even to the human being or the animals. It is non-toxic, non-hazardous, so it can be easily used. Even people can, if suppose by chance if they drink or it goes in the body of the human being, it is not at all toxic.
For many years, I have been growing crops like tobacco, rice and wheat, he says. These are the main crops that are grown in my region. From time to time, I have also used organic fertilizers and chemical fertilizers that I use blended with each other. I have been using Nico-Orgomanioses product also for many years. N-Guard is one of their products that I use. I will tell you a little bit about my experiences with N-Guard. I began using it on my rice crop, and the first thing I noticed was an increase in the greenery. I also noticed a distinct drop in the population of soil-borne pests. There was also, I feel, a drop in the nematode population of my soil. Importantly, I was also able to use lesser chemical fertilizers, and since I was using lesser fertilizer, there was an economic benefit to me as well. Importantly, I was very happy with the quality and the quantity of my crop. This year, I have sown 5 hectares of papaya, he says. There, on urea, I use Nico Orgomanios's urea coating, and I am very happy with the result. I can recommend to all my farmer friends that they should consider using N-Guard to coat their nitrogenous fertilizer before applying it to their papaya. The performance that I was happy with was that it could give from 1 bag of urea the performance of 3 bags, and also I felt that it helps protect my crop from nematodes. This year I have seen 10 to 15 other papaya fields, and none are as good as my field. I can say that. In fact, I invite all my farmer friends to come and see my crop for themselves and see the result. I am happy with N-Guard.